Good morning students. In the previous class we have discussed about resolution of racemic mixture. Okay. So today we shall study configuration, different types of configuration and their examples. Alright. Now what is configuration? The spatial arrangement of atoms that characterize a particular stereoisomer is called absolute configuration. Configuration, there are two types of configuration, absolute and relative. Okay. Now what is absolute configuration? It is nothing but spatial arrangement of a particular stereoisomer. Okay. Configuration is spatial arrangement, right? So absolute configuration is a spatial arrangement of atoms for a particular stereoisomer, that is called absolute configuration. Okay. Then what is relative configuration? For relative configuration we have to keep one molecule as arbitrary model, okay, and based on that nomenclature is done. So one we should keep as a model, and then based on that we have to name or do the nomenclature. Okay. For example, glyceraldehyde is taken as arbitrary molecule, alright, and based on its H and OH positions we have got to name. Okay. So next slide. You can see here glyceraldehyde molecule. What is the formula of glyceraldehyde? It has got CH group. It has got CHOH group. Okay, that is the secondary alcoholic group, and then primary alcoholic group CH2OH. All right. So what is the molecular formula of glyceraldehyde? CHO, CHOH, and then CH2OH. But carbon is missing here. Correct. Instead of carbon, the structure has been written as circle. Okay, circle indicates what? Carbon. Alright, carbon. So CHO, C, H, OH, and then CH2OH. Okay, this is the formula of plus glyceraldehyde. What do you mean by plus glyceraldehyde? Dextrorotatory. Okay, dextrorotatory. So this is spatial arrangement of what? Plus glyceraldehyde. Okay. Similarly, minus glyceraldehyde. So this is the spatial arrangement of minus glyceraldehyde. Now what is the difference between plus glyceraldehyde and minus glyceraldehyde? In plus glyceraldehyde, OH group is present on the right side and H on the left side. Okay. If you reverse this H and OH group, you will get minus glyceraldehyde. That means OH group on the left side, H group on the right side. Okay. So this is minus glyceraldehyde. Alright. So next slide. D and L notation. Now glyceraldehyde, now there are number of different types of notation. Okay, one of the notation is the D and L notation. Glyceraldehyde with OH group on the right side of the molecule is denoted as D-glyceraldehyde. Okay, and any compound resembling this configuration or synthesized from these are termed as D series compounds. Okay, so if you have OH group on the right side, okay, any glyceraldehyde, that is called D-glyceraldehyde. Okay, D-glyceraldehyde, and any compound resembling this configuration, that is called D series compound. Alright, while the other with the OH group on the left side, okay, left side, then it is called L-glyceraldehyde. Any compound resembling this L-glyceraldehyde is termed as, or they are called L series compounds. Okay, next slide. The hydroxy acids, glyceric acid. Now glyceric acid has got what? Carboxyl group. You can see here. Glyceraldehyde contains aldehyde group. Glyceric acid contains carboxyl group. Okay. Minus means it is levorotatory. Okay. Similarly, minus lactic acid. Minus lactic acid is levorotatory lactic acid. I have the same absolute configuration. Configuration is somewhat same. You can see here COH group both contain. Okay. H and OH group in both present, okay, both present, whereas in the case of glyceric acid you have got CH2OH group, in the case of lactic acid you have got CH3 group. Only this is the different, CH3 group and then what? CH2OH group. Okay. So the hydroxy acids minus glyceric acid and minus lactic acid have same absolute configuration. Absolute configuration same as a D-glyceraldehyde. Okay, they resemble D-glyceraldehyde. Hence both belong to D family. Hence both belong to which family? D family. Okay. Next slide. All naturally occurring amino acids have NH2 group on the left side. Hence by analogy they belong to L family. Okay. If you have any compound NH2 group on the left side, you can see here alanine. Okay. Alanine has got this small molecular formula COOH, C, NH2, H and then CH3. Okay. If NH2 group is present on the left side, it belongs to which family? L family. Okay, L family. If NH2 group on the right side, it belongs to D family. Okay. So this is L-alanine. Plus indicates dextrorotatory. Okay, L-alanine. Now phenylalanine, one of the hydrogen atom of CH3 group replaced by what? Phenyl group. Can you see here? Phenyl group. Okay, C6H5. So one hydrogen atom is less, CH2 and then C6H5. This is phenylalanine. Okay. Phenylalanine belongs to also L family because why? Because NH2 group is on the left side. Okay, left side. Next slide. Rules to assign D or L configuration to any molecule. So here are the rules to assign, okay, D or L configuration. First point, hold the molecule with the most oxidized carbon atom at the top. You have to keep the molecule in such a way that most oxidized carbon atom at the top. Now what do you mean by most oxidized carbon atom? For example, in glyceraldehyde, keep CH2 group at the top. CH2 group is the most oxidizable carbon atom. Why? CH2 group on oxidation gives carboxylic acid, right? So this is the most oxidized carbon atom, okay, likely to be oxidized, therefore it should be kept at the top. Okay, any molecule if you have CH2 group is present, it should be kept at the top. Okay, that's the meaning. Second point, the group with the carbon atom forming a part of chain, okay, into be kept away from the viewer. Any other, that means any other group which is, okay, other than most oxidized carbon atom kept away from the viewer. Okay, kept away from the viewer. For example, in glyceraldehyde, CH2 group, OH group will be kept at the bottom. Okay, so at the top most oxidized carbon atom, okay, that is CH2 group. At the bottom least oxidized. Okay, so in glyceraldehyde CH2OH group, that is to be kept at the bottom. Okay, that is away from the viewer. All right. Third point, the remaining two groups are kept projecting towards the viewer. The other two groups are kept projecting the viewer. Okay. Now if the OH and NH2 groups is towards the right of the viewer, it has a D configuration. Okay. If NH2 group is on the right side, it is called D configuration. If NH2 group is on the on the left side, it is called L configuration. Okay. Next slide. Fifth point. In the case of compounds with the multiple chiral carbon atom, if you have got multiple means more than one chiral carbon atom. What do you mean by chiral carbon atom? Carbon atom linked to 4 different groups or 4 different atoms. Okay, that is called chiral carbon atom. The first chiral atom, okay, chiral carbon atom from the bottom is compared to the corresponding D and L forms of glyceraldehyde. Okay, in glyceraldehyde there are only 3 carbon atoms, therefore no problem. Okay, but there are many compounds, okay, in organic chemistry or organic compounds in which you have more than 3 carbon atoms. Okay, in such cases you have got multiple chiral carbon atoms. Okay, so multiple carbon atoms, okay, compounds are, for example, ribose and glucose. Glucose contains 6, ribose contains 5. Okay, you will see this example in the next slides. Okay, so in that case first chiral carbon atom from the bottom is to be considered as one for D and L forms. Okay, if the first chiral carbon atom from the bottom, if OH group is on the right side, then it is called D. Okay, if it is on the left side, it is called L. All right. D and L notation indicates configuration at only our chiral center. Okay, only by knowing the chiral center you can represent what? D and L. Okay, it is therefore not satisfactory for assigning for a compound with more than one chiral center. Okay. Now note, D and L refer to the absolute configuration, that is 3-dimensional structure, whereas plus and minus refer to the plane polar right, that is physical property. That means right rotation, plane polar right, left rotation. Okay. Next slide. You can see here, okay, the example D ribose. How many carbon atoms are there in the state chain? 5 carbon atoms. Okay. For D and L rotation, you must consider the chiral carbon atom, first chiral carbon atom from the bottom. Bottom is CH2OH group, right? This is present at the bottom. Most oxidized carbon atom aldehyde group at the top, correct? That is the first one from the bottom chiral carbon atom is this one, fifth one, correct? Why it is chiral carbon atom? Linked to 4 different groups or atoms. Which are the 4 different groups or atom? One is H, okay, one is OH on the right side, one is CH2OH on the bottom and up, okay, up these three, this fraction, okay. Therefore, 4 different groups are present, okay. So, this is the D because OH on the right side at the chiral 5th carbon atom or first chiral carbon atom from the bottom, okay, that is D ribose. Now, glucose, this is the structure of glucose, okay. How many carbon atoms are there? 6 carbon atoms in the state chain, right. And first carbon atom is most oxidized carbon atom, that is one RDD group, okay. Last one is least oxidized, okay, least oxidized, which is that CH2OH group, okay. Now, in order to give you D and L configuration, first chiral carbon atom, okay, from the bottom, which is the first chiral carbon atom from the bottom, second one, okay, second one from the bottom, okay, this carbon atom. So, why? Because H is present, OH is present, CH2OH different groups and this part, okay, the other part. So, different groups or atom attached, okay. So, here OH group is on the left side, okay. If it is right side, D configuration, okay. If it is left side, this is left side OH group, therefore, it has got L configuration. So, L glucose. The name of this compound is L glucose, okay. Next slide. R and S of optical isomers. Now, how do you give RSN notation for optical isomers? The R and S system of nomenclature was devised, okay, by Kahn and Ingold and Prelog. This is a scheme of representation of optical isomers on paper by using prefixes R. R means what? In Greek rectus, okay. That means clockwise, meaning is clockwise, that means clockwise rotation. And S means sinister, okay, meaning is anti-clockwise. So, clockwise the rectus or R, anti-clockwise S notation is given, okay. Next slide. Now, rules to assign, okay, R and S configuration, okay. Which are the rules to assign R and S configuration? Now, here are the rules, okay, to assign R and S configuration, alright. The atom with the highest atomic number gets the highest priority, okay. Now, you have to see which atom has got highest atomic number among these. Now, which has got highest atomic number? Iodine, correct. Atomic number iodine is 53, bottommost, correct, under halogens. Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, okay, iodine bottommost, so highest atomic number, okay, 53 atomic number, you have to consider atomic number, okay, highest atomic 53. Then bromine 35 atomic number, correct. So, highest priority for highest atomic number. Next comes bromine 35, okay. Next comes chlorine, okay. What is the atomic number of chlorine? 17. Next comes fluorine, okay. What is the atomic number? 9. Next oxygen 8, right. And then nitrogen 7, correct. Then carbon 6, okay. And then hydrogen 1. Hydrogen is the least, okay. So, this is the priority given. Highest number, atomic number, highest priority, least atomic number, least priority, okay. Next point, if the atoms attached to the asymmetric carbon atom are the same priority is determined by going to the next atom, okay. Now, here is the carbon atom attached to 3 methyl groups, that means same priority, okay. Carbon linked to carbon, carbon linked to carbon, as well as here also carbon linked to carbon, that means same atomic number. In such case, you have to consider how many groups it is linked, okay, 3 CH3 groups, alright, therefore, highest priority, okay. Now, here how many CH3 groups? 3 CH3 group, right, 2 CH3 group, first one 3, here 2 CH3 group, okay, and 1 hydrogen atom, therefore, next priority. Here only 1 CH3 group, okay, and 2 hydrogen atom, therefore, next priority. Here there are no methyl groups, only hydrogen atom, okay, therefore, least priority, alright. Next, a double bond is treated as, okay, though each atom of the double bond were bonded to 2 atoms, and a triple bond is, okay, though bonded to 3 atoms. If you have double bond, you have to consider double bond bonded to as if bonded to 2 other atoms, okay. Here the carbon-carbon double bond is present, here 2 other atoms are hydrogen, okay, here hydrogen, here also you can write hydrogen, okay, no problem. Next, a triple bond, 3 other atoms, okay, 3 other atoms, okay. Here you can see here carbon, triple bond bonded to 3 other, here hydrogen, here carbon, okay. So, any 3 other atoms, alright. Next, the lowest second point, the lowest priority group 4 is kept away on the opposite sides of the observer. So, fourth group you must consider away from the observer, okay, opposite side of the observer. and the direction described on moving from 1 to 3 is noted. Okay, you have to number the groups in the priority order. Okay, 1 2 3, highest priority 1 number, next 2, next 3. Okay, then see if it is present in clockwise direction. If these numbers are present in clockwise direction, then you assign configuration R. Okay, suppose these numbers are present in anti-clockwise direction, then you have to assign the configuration S. All right. On a Fisher projection formula, the lowest priority group 4 is brought down and away by making 2 interchanges. Okay, we will see the example in the next slide, so that will be clear, more clear. Okay, now illustration. Here is an example. Okay, here is an example. Assign R and S notation. Okay, this is a compound. Now, how to give R and S notation? Now, according to the various rules to assign, first you should give priority, right? Among these, which has got highest atomic number? Highest atomic number is bromine. Okay, 35. So, first priority, number 1. All right. Chlorine atom, next priority. Correct. What is the atomic number of chlorine? 17. Second point, second number. Okay, this is first number priority. This is second priority. Okay. Next comes one carbon, because 6, right? Carbon is linked to carbon. 6 atomic number of carbon is 6. Next priority, that means 3 number is given to this carbon. Okay, next fourth number is given to hydrogen, least 1, atomic number 1. Okay, 4 number is given to hydrogen. All right, next line. Step 1. Now here are the steps how to assign. Okay, determine the priority of groups attached to the asymmetric carbon atom. Okay, bromine highest priority. Okay, greater. Next comes chlorine. Next methyl group. In the methyl group you have to consider carbon, because linking is to the carbon atom. Okay, next comes hydrogen. All right. Now what is the second step? Position the lowest priority 4 down and away from the observer by making even number of interchanges. Now you can interchange this, okay, in such a way that interchanges means even number, either twice. Okay, twice you have to interchange, once you cannot interchange, even number interchanges must be done, and say that whether it is in clockwise direction numbers or in anti-clockwise. Okay, so and then specify whether it is in R for configuration or S. Okay, next slide. You can see here in this example. Okay, in this example, this is the given example. Bromine number 1, highest priority. Okay, next priority chlorine, atomic number 17. Correct? No. So this is 2, number 2. Next priority carbon. Okay, methyl group, that means carbon 6 atomic number, therefore third priority. Okay, least priority or fourth priority is to hydrogen, because atomic number is 1. Okay, atomic number is 1. Now this molecule you interchange in such a way that 4 number is away from the first number. So first priority should get at the top place. Okay, top place. Okay, that means towards the viewer, and least priority you should get at the bottom place, that is opposite to the viewer. That means first place here, fourth place you should have here. Okay, for that you should interchange. And what type of interchanges? How many types? Even type of interchanges. Okay, so even type means 2 times you have to interchange. Once you cannot interchange, 2 times. Okay, now when you 2 times you interchange, that means this interchange. Okay, 1 and 3. Correct? When you interchange 1 and 3, 1 will come over here at the top, CH3 will come down. Okay, and this another interchange is here, because 4 will come here opposite to the viewer, or bottom it will take place. Okay, it will acquire bottom position. 2 will come over here. Okay, so as a result you get this configuration. So Br has come over here. Okay, from here to here, that means here. Okay, and then CH3 group has come over here, because mutual interchanging, therefore CH3 group has come over here, 1 has come over here, like this. Okay, and then here there is interchange H and Cl, therefore Cl has come over here. Okay, and then H has come over here. All right, now how is the numbering? 1 2 3. Correct? No, 4 you leave, because either clockwise or anti-clockwise, that means 1 2 3. Okay, 1 2 3 means in the anti-clockwise direction. Suppose 1 2 3 was this way, then it would have been clockwise direction. Correct? If suppose 2 was here, 1 2 3 was here, then it would have been clockwise direction. Okay, so therefore since 1 2 3 is present in anti-clockwise direction, this is what? S configuration. Okay, S configuration. So I will stop at this stage. Okay, go through all the slides. All right, and any difficulty please contact me. All right, thank you.